And it goes a little something like
Hey!
Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the Tipsy Podcast, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of multicultural advertising with a little twist. We're sipping on some drinks today.
Yeah! That's right, Jace. We're bringing you the juiciest insights from the world of advertising while savoring some beverages and eating food, syempre.
And today, we've got a special topic for you, mga ka-vibes. We are going to talk about some multicultural ads that were done right and done wrong.
So, cheers to the stories that only get better with every sip. And to the nights that will turn out great by engaging with these talks.
These are your
These are your
hosts,
Janice.
War,
Earl.
And Diane,
pouring yourself a drink, settle into your comfiest chair, and let's dive headfirst into intoxicating adventure, and that is the Tipsy Podcast. Cheers! Before we get started, I'd like to take a moment to thank our incredible sponsor who make this podcast possible. Today's episode is brought to you by Velasquez Characters Comics themselves. If you're a fan of thrilling adventures, captivating stories, and iconic characters, Velasquez Character Comics is where your imagination takes flight.
Well, alright, folks. Let's get it on!
Yay!
Well, multicultural advertising has its fair share of triumphs and pitfalls. Pero before that, let's tackle what multicultural advertising really is. Some of its examples and of course the T, of course the issues. Pero ano nga ba ang multicultural advertising? In a nutshell, it is where companies include different people of gender, sex, religion, ethnicity, or overall na culture coexisting in a single environment.
coexisting! Oh my god. And if I may add, and I think it also refers to when a brands or org have a typical message wherein they include diversity or inclusivity in their branding.
Di nyo kaya, diversity and inclusivity.
Inclusivity.
Kaya!
Pero, di nyo ba alam? No, it has become very normalized since nasa digital and globalized era na tayo ngayon. And it includes everyone. And I mean everyone.
Ooh.
So, of course, we should feel and actually be considered and included.
Yeah, right. I definitely agree with that. Although brands who do that now have the same impact and impression. I'm sorry, I'm eating. I'm a public that into the concept of diversity and inclusivity in every ad seems normal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if that's so, meron ba kayong mga brands na parang nakikita nyo na very perfect example dito? Well, mauuna na ako na. For sure, familiar kayo si brand na Nike.
Yeah, of course.
Dati, meron silang parang advocate for International Women's Day wherein it is entitled Someday We Won't Need This Day wherein pinakita nila yung mga different women from different religions. Meron mga Muslim, Catholics, mga sporty sila. So meaning, di ba syempre pag sporty, mga suot mo is pang sportswear. So,
Yeah.
di ba may mga parang friends tayo na mga Muslim, hindi sila pwedeng mag-show ng too much skin. So, yung Nike, nag-produce sila ng parang new collection wherein they have hijab na sportswear. So, very, very good sila.
Very inclusive.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
inclusive. And that is actually quite nice. You know, for me, out of all the beauty brands out there right now, I really like how inclusive Fenty Beauty is.
Yes,
Yeah,
I agree.
Diba?
Fenty
Yung,
Beauty.
yung kay
Super.
Rihanna.
Yes.
One and only.
Umbrella.
Yun. Kasi diba they have their ad na Beauty for All. So wherein they show different types of, shades for foundation. Naalala niyo ba yung advertisement nila na yun? Very inclusive talaga.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mga ilan yun ah.
Ilan yung shade na
Fifty shades.
Oh
Oh my
my
God!
God!
Ang dami!
Shades.
Kung ilang shade yun.
Yan. It will really cater to all women.
Lahat.
diba?
Kasi alam
Yeah.
naman natin na hindi tayo lahat pare-parehas ng shade.
Diba?
Yeah.
Tingnan
Yes.
mo naman, di ba? O,
Diba?
Talaga
Mm.
parehas.
And
Diba?
of course, aside from that, to all Gen Zs out there,
Yes.
you know this app, Bumble took
Oh!
their advertisement to the next level by releasing an
Right.
ad featuring from different cultural background, age, gender, color, race, career. Very inclusive, diverse, and
Yay!
multicultural.
Multicultural.
Yes!
Diba? Pero guys, do you know which is the most obvious advertisement that shows diversity? Like
Ano?
matagal na to.
Saan?
Of course, the Western College or universities
Ah!
ads,
Pakita mo, pakita mo.
Diba? Especially in their brochures, social media posts, and wherever they feel the need to show to people that they welcome all types of students. Especially sa race yan, diba? There's Asian, Latinos, blacks, whites, and every type of students, diba?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
Ngayon, well, yeah, I actually agree with that. Pero ngayon, let's get some facts first. And we'll now tackle yung next topic natin, which is yung cultural differences sa multicultural setting. Ano bang meron?
Yeah, okay. So let's tackle the elephant in the room. So cultural stereotypes and misconception in multicultural advertising, you know, mga ka-vibes, sometimes advertisers think they can just throw in some authentic stereotypes and call it a day na parang walang nangyari.
Yeah, tama dyan. Para bang if they put sombreros, fiesta, or chopsticks, solve na yung pagiging multicultural nung ad. Pero hindi siya ganun kadali mga ka-vibes, diba? It's not just simple as that. Kasi these stereotypes can be hella problematic and offensive to some people.
I know, right?
Diba?
We need to recognize talaga na there are so many cultures na diverse talaga and that we must be careful talaga kasi hindi naman porke Asian ka, singkit ka dapat kasi
Yeah.
hindi naman dapat
Singkit ba
doon
tayo?
nakabase eh.
Right?
Ako singkit ako, Asian ako, pero kayo ba? Asian kayo, pero singkit
Diba?
ba kayo?
Hindi.
Diba?
Yeah.
So we need to dig deeper talaga and understand the nuance.
True. Plus. At saka, you know, yung mga issues, you know, sa multicultural advertising, they're very real. Hindi sila, hindi lang basta-basta lang. They're not taboos. They're very real.
Mhm.
And hindi din sila just about the stereotypes. Maraming sobrang kinakalap dun sa cultural appropriation, misrepresentation, even erasure meron. And let's not forget yung language din. Kaya nga sabi ni Atembang Taylor
Ano
Swift,
yan?
Maybe we got lost in translation.
hindi lang yung lyrics, totoo yun. You know, words, idioms, even humor can easily get lost talaga if we don't know culture well.
Yeah, that is true at the Jasons. And if advertisers really messed up, it can backfire big time. So remember the tone deaf Pepsi ad with Kendall Jenner? Like,
Yeah.
it was so offensive.
Yeah,
There is.
yeah, that is really a classic example
I know,
of what
right?
not to do in multicultural advertising ads. So we need to be mindful of these kind of issues. Let's, of course, do our research.
Yeah.
And ito yung pinaka-importante, hindi lang research, but to consult with cultural experts if necessary, which is necessary all the times naman, di ba?
Tama.
Yeah, at saka isa pa, may naalala ko sa teka. Yung hashtag real beauty na parang campaign nila, wherein
Yeah.
nagpapakita sila, pero
Right.
dun sa mismong advocacy nila, hindi mo makikita yung pag-encourage nila sa women empowerment
Ano yun?
about sa
I didn't
beauty.
know
Di ba kayo familiar?
I
Ito.
am not.
Ito pala yun. Now, yeah, I remember. Imagine, di ba nakita nyo naman yung babae, papalit-palit siya ng clothes, yung isa brown skin, tapos naging light skin siya. I mean,
Yeah.
like, whoa,
That's really off.
right?
Like,
Even yung
grabe.
clothes, from brown to white,
It doesn't
It's-
make sense.
doesn't make sense. And it's definitely an issue of whitewashing. And alam naman natin ngayon, no, whitewashing is really a big issue.
Yes, I know. And mostly lahat naman na ganung nangyayari is mostly sa Western. But right now, magta-travel tayo papunta balik sa Asia.
Yeah, di ba?
We're going worldwide!
We are worldwide.
All over the world, multicultural, you know that. Pero totoo naman, just like here in South Korea na rin. Remember their beauty ads, mostly they don't have a brown-skinned people in them. It's always the white ones. Sorry if it is sounded straightforward, however, kasi ayun yung nire-represent nila eh, na parang there's no problem.
Right.
Yeah, I totally agree. And in addition dyan, yung South Koreans models or ads, idols, yung mga ganyan, they are already groomed before they debut, di ba?
Yeah, tama. Totoo yan. Kasi lalo na yung mga mostly Korean bands talaga, mga kinukuha nila is mga K-pop artists, which is, alam naman natin, kahit na hindi natin ikailan na, mapuputi talaga sila. Kaya nga, nakakasad lang kasi parang hindi napapakita yung mga different tones ng mga Koreans. Kasi parang sa Pilipinas lang yan eh. May Morena, may Mestiza, and such.
Yeah, and meron mga solo or artists na di-embrace nila yung pagiging brown skin nila. Like Jessie and Wasa, di ba? They are brown Koreans and they love it. And we love it.
We love it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love it.
I couldn't agree more with that. And classic example yan, mga ka-Vice. Kasi, alam mo yon ng kung anong hindi dapat gawin sa multicultural advertising. So, again, i-reiterate namin, no? Kailangan nating maging maingat, mag-research tayo, and kung kinakailangan mag-consult tayo sa mga cultural experts. So, ngayon, syempre, napag-usapan na natin tong mga issues, about sa multicultural advertising.
Yes.
So, punta naman tayo sa cultural appropriation. Yung difference niya from cultural
Appreciation.
So, ano ba, Chris? Ano bang take mo dito?
Actually, I don't have enough prior knowledge about that, but of course, moving forward. So, Earl, alam mo ba kung ano yung cultural appreciation?
Well,
Or
I can give a general thought about that. And what I think about when someone said cultural appropriation, it is about stealing or pagnanakaw ng elements from a particular culture without their permission, and of course, disrespecting them, lalo na sa advertising, which is a big no talaga.
No!
Kasi culture nila yan eh. Bakit nanakawin mo and you will disrespect?
Tama.
Super.
Lalo na yung nakakaloko talaga yung mga cultural appropriation. Kasi
Mhm.
imagine stealing a symbol sa ibang bansa without it giving you credit. Sobrang nakaka-disrespect yun sa mga native nila.
Exactly. Kaya again, very important na ma-distinguish natin kung ano ba talaga yung cultural appreciation from appropriation.
Super.
But in the end kasi, if we think about it, it's really all about respecting and acknowledging from different cultures. Diba, mga bes?
Oo naman, and speaking of appreciation talaga, you know how to appreciate, of course. May mga brands and creators akong mga nakita like na sobrang galing nila mag-incorporate ng cultural elements sa
Exactly.
kanilang ad.
Di ba? Oh, speaking about that, let's give a big shout out to Nike!
Yay!
Baka naman. Kasi, if you remember, sila yung nag-release ng Air Jordan 3 Soul sneakers wherein hindi lang sila nagbigay ng Korean elements to their launch project or design, pero they work closely with several Korean artists para makapture yung essence ng culture mismo ng Koreans.
Wow,
Diba?
that's very nice kasi hindi lang talaga nila nag-release ng collection para sa Korean, but they also made possible na pag-appreciate by hiring a native Koreans para
Yeah.
ma-show off yung pag-appreciate nila sa Korean
That's
culture.
really good.
Exactly. And speaking of appreciation, promoting culture and stuff, so I think it's high time, for us to also give advice. I know we're not really experts, but I think
Yeah.
we've seen enough,
Yeah.
for us to, it's opinion naman.
Mm-mm.
So I think it's high time again to give some strategies para sa mga advertisers and content creators out there kung paano magiging respectful and authentic sa pagkadating ng cultural elements.
Well, firstly, of course, education is a key. Importante yan na mag-aral tayo. And according sa pag-aaral, of course, kailangan mo rin mag-research and matuto about the culture that you are using. And of course, understand its history, the significance, the importance. Di ba, Earl?
Tama ko ba?
Ano?
Tama ko dyan! And pangalawa, the companies or the advertisers really have to connect or engage with the community, di ba? Dapat mag-culture bearers, merong feedback and involved sila sa process.
Yeah.
Diba?
Also, pangatlo, kaya na sabi ko kanina, dapat magbigay tayo ng credits kung saan talaga na babagay yung credit. Like example nga, kunyari kumuha ka ng culture symbol ng China, kailangan mo magitin na galing to sa China.
Yeah.
Hindi
Yeah.
sa credit grabbing. Kasi no to credit grabbing tayo.
No.
folks.
Exist yan.
At all. Very important yun, again, yung sinabi na yan. So you really have to take note of that. And lastly, maging open tayo sa criticism.
Yeah.
Ito yung pinakamahirap eh.
Sakit yan ng mga advertising company
Sakit talaga nila yan.
nowadays.
Ang
As in.
hirap. So, syempre, kapag may nag-react, minsan nagiging defensive sila. But, in reality, it's just to help them out with their ads.
Yeah.
So, it's very important, di ba?
Kasi-
Aside from,
This has been a controversy sa mga ad company kasi sabi nga nila, even though it's a negative publicity, but still, it's a publicity. eh.
Which is
wrong.
not.
Yeah. So, of course, cultural appreciation should always be a two-way street.
Yeah.
Always. Huwag natin kakalimutan yun.
Tama.
Yeah. So, speaking of all the strategies and discussions and everything, alright? Mga ka-vibes, although this was a quick but fun and informative podcast discussion, but we have to wrap up this episode. I'm sorry. We have great discussions today about multicultural advertising, cultural stereotypes, and the importance of cultural appreciation, bonus buying strategies, diba?
Yeah.
So, mga ka-vibes, we hope that you enjoy our insights and have a good time with our little chica while sipping your drinks or enjoying your snacks. Remember, multicultural advertising is not just a trend, but a reflection of our diverse world.
Uh-huh.
Reflection indeed. Parang mirror.
Yeah. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Anyway, so, again nga, sabi ni Earl before we say goodbye, we want to remind you na we have to be mindful of the ads that we see and support brands that genuinely embrace diversity and inclusivity.
Yeah.
So, syempre, hindi lang dapat natin sinesegregate yan sa isang tabi lang. So, we have to make the world, and I mean the world talaga, like a more inclusive and respectful place for everyone.
Yes. Tama.
And, of course, mga ka-vibes, if you have any thoughts, questions, or violent reactions, charot lang.
Huwag naman. But let's be open to criticism.
Yeah, we're open for criticism. Yeah. Or if you have any questions or topics that you'd like for us to explore in the future episodes, please reach out to us on our social media accounts, yan sa baba yan. And we would love to hear from our listeners because we love you guys.
So we
Sorry.
So now we conclude our episode. So it's time to sign off na mga ka-vibes. But don't you guys worry because we'll be back soon enough with more exciting discussions. And of course with more tasty drinks to go with it. And of course more snacks.
Snacks.
And this has been the daily episode of the Tipsy Podcast. See you on the next one. Bye, guys!
Bye! See you soon!